Stop. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. What up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's my birthday. It's my birthday, y'all.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Guys, y'all, we just gonna chill. I got my sister here. I got my sister Aisha here, and I got my cousin Shelly.
Hello.
And you guys, some of you guys might know we're in Ontario. We're in Toronto right now. For my birthday, we were in Niagara Falls yesterday. And guys, it's a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe. Here, look. So my niece hooked me up at the Ritz-Carlton, and so in Toronto. So this is the view here, if you can see, which is quite nice. Thank you, Niecy. That was awesome. That was awesome birthday. But guys, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I'm just here, and I thought it would be fun for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. And I'm gonna have my sister tell some embarrassing stories about me.
Oh, okay.
We had a good time, guys. We've been having a blast. We were in Niagara Falls. We were at that boat ride, standing like right underneath the falls. And by the way, guys, I'm kind of thinking this Niagara Falls is like a vortex and like a portal of some sort, because a lot of weird things have been happening like ever since we got here, but weird in a good way. Like everywhere I go, I see my birth date. It's very interesting. But anywho, guys, and it's very strange that we're in like, everything is Queen Elizabeth way, right? All the streets are like Queen Elizabeth or Prince of Wales, and it's very much given ritual, right? But we're not talking about that today. We are not talking about them today. We're gonna leave them there. But Isha, so
Yes.
how was I as a child? How was I as a child?
Oh, let's see. My little sister. I would say she was quiet when she was a little younger, but she kind of got into the modeling thing and the makeup and the little glitz and glam. So she kind of got out of her shell. But one weird thing she used to always do, because she's kind of like film and actor, she used to be in the mirror, like, I don't know, acting, singing, dancing, whatever it was, like entertaining herself, because she was the youngest of like 10 kids.
Right.
So as the baby, everybody's grown up, gone, and she's like, okay, I need a friend. So I guess
The friend was myself.
friend was herself. So
That's
with
sad.
that being said,
That's sad.
it was weird to me, but I mean, I guess it worked for her. So, thus here you have her today.
That's here.
That was so sad. The friend was, hey, sometimes you're gonna have to just be your own friend. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you just gotta be your own friend.
True.
And
That's true.
Yeah. Guys, something I do want to point out about your birthday, because this is, I really don't like celebrate it like that in the traditional sense, but what I do want to say about birthday is that, do you know how special you are? Like every single soul that is living, you are here on purpose, on a purposeful assignment. Like it is so powerful. And I've just been having all these synchronicities happen to me throughout this trip surrounding my birth date. And so your birth date, when you see your birth date, that is source trying to show you, stop and pay attention to who you are, because it doesn't matter what other people say about you. It doesn't even matter, honestly, what you think about yourself. You are special. You were born on a particular day, year, time, under a particular sign,
Right.
all for a reason. All of this makes you you, and you should celebrate that. And that's what I'm trying to really try to be in the moment, to celebrate even my little idiosyncrasies about myself.
There you go.
Yeah. So ask me anything. Shelly, ask me anything. Ask me anything. Anything you can ask me. Let's do a girl talk.
When we were younger.
Okay.
So when you were in the mirror in the bathroom and you were
believe y'all saying this is shady.
talking to yourself,
shady,
answering yourself.
This is real shade now.
But it was not comical. It was almost like you had your own sitcom to yourself.
Very
And I
entertaining.
knew then you were an
yourself.
entertainer, but it was your craft, and it was something that you truly were set to be. It was already put before you to have this.
Right.
Did you know it, or is it just something that you just just did? Like, how did you come up with the
Right.
scenes and the sayings and the songs? Me and you would make up songs and dance in the daycare. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay, Shawty, now you do this and then you turn. Oh, okay, I'm good.
I'm sorry I did that to you, by
No,
the
I
way.
loved it. I loved it. You were destined. It was your destined to do something different. So, yeah.
Thank
Do you remember?
Thank you. You know what's funny? And then, okay, so just a little background, guys, in case you don't know, I used to work in Hollywood. Like I started off at the age of like 13 or 14, like acting, right? So I used to actually get paid as an actor around that age. Yeah, and then I went to film school, right? After high school. And then, I was like a struggling artist. And then finally, like 10 years later, I got a big break and I was basically a Hollywood producer. Most notably where I worked at was I was a producer at Judge Judy's show, but I worked in a lot of other CBS shows, also a lot of reality TV, some movies, some, sitcoms. I did a lot of work. I would also do production management work as well. So this is leading up to everything like my cousin just said. As a child, like, to be honest with you, I think we need to listen to our children more, because as a child, I knew I was special, not in this way where I'm better than anyone. It was honestly, when you have these specialities and you come into this life with this acute awareness, this awareness that you just know, it's a knowing that you had. Like I've always been claircognizant. Claircognizant is one of the psychic abilities by definition where you just know. You just have a knowing. You may not know how you know, you just know. So to answer your question, I knew. I didn't know what exactly it would be. I didn't know how to put it into words, but I knew I had a calling, what some people say, and I knew that I was supposed to speak to the masses. And I knew that I would be sitting in front of all of you guys. I didn't know it would be YouTube. I mean, of course, I used to be an actor, so I thought it was that. But, as you get older and especially becoming more spiritual, I start to realize all the darkness surrounding the industry. And it wasn't something that I personally, with my soul, that I could partake in, but I'm happy I can be here and do this my own way. So I hope that answers, I hope I'm not going off subject, but I hope I answer your question. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, Isha.
So how did you step into the, let's just say, the awareness?
Ooh, the awareness found me. It was, like I said, it found me, and it was through my imagination, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, I probably wasn't more than like 3 years old when this kind of first strange happening started happening to me. I would talk to imaginary friends, but it wasn't like, to me, they were real. They were so real. And that's why I say it kind of found me. Like, a lot of people think, I always say this, you cannot think a thought that doesn't already exist in creation. There's no way you can do that. So what does that tell you about our imagination? Our imagination is real. You may not be able to put it in the right order of where it belongs to make sense, but it stamps basically energy signatures that are in the Akashic records that we are picking up on, this collective kind of collage of information. And we call it our imagination, but it's nothing more than the record of the one big soul mind that we all share. And so it found me very early on through the imagination. And that's what led me actually into acting, into writing. But it was always with me. I was born with it. I was born with this, but I had to develop it. And I had to actually, I think, defend it. Like, so many different people in my life that didn't understand this. The challenge was, can you defend this authenticity? Once I was able to really defend it, and that's how I was able to own it. And once I owned it, this is when all of those blessings came rushing in. Like, my book is finally done and it will be out very soon on the 28th, guys, on Amazon. So I'm gonna link all of that, but this ownership of self is so important, because it goes back to your birth date. you are here on a divine assignment. That date, that moon, that sun you were born under,
Mhm.
it holds every key to you as like what you're supposed to do here and what you're supposed to bring to humanity. And so I had to, once I owned it without the fear of what anyone else thought, that's when everything came rushing in. Is when you stand in it. So I hope I answered your question.
But that was a long process though, wasn't it? It wasn't something where you just picked up a pen and you said, I'm just gonna write about all of this. How did you go through the process of not caring and putting yourself first,
Yeah.
not caring about what other people said?
Um,
I think that trips up a lot of people.
It does. You know, my dad always said something too. He said it to my brother, but it always stuck with me. He said to my brother one time, he said, son, you can't run from yourself. And
Mm.
that stuck with me because it's like me, I'm all about the heart. I'm very a heart-centered person. And when he said that, it just hit me here. I know the truth about myself, and I can be in crowds of people, and I can be on stages, and I can be here, but in truth, I'm not like most people. And I had to realize that. And instead of looking at it like a diss, I looked at it like a blessing because I can give a different perspective to humanity. I can bring something different, right? And it wasn't an easy process. And it's been, to be honest with you, it's been about 25 years, like after I started to separate and decouple from religion, right? And because I wanted to really step into being the Christ, really just to embody that energy. And I couldn't do that in Christianity because there was too many like limitations. And so I think once I started to decouple from that, that really helped me step into it. It was a lot of crying, y'all, a lot of prayers, a lot of, I would go to the mountains when I lived in LA. I would wake up, I would literally be, now I'm the only Black girl hiking at 5 a.m. when it's dark.
You know we don't do that.
We don't do that, y'all. We don't, trust me, we don't do that. But I was trying, I was like, I will do all these things to find myself. I would go to the top of the mountain and I wanted to be there where the sun set, right? To catch this energy, to see where is God? Where is God, right? And then, I mean, I literally went to top of mountains. I literally would go to like these buildings. I lived in Koreatown and I would go to the rooftop and I would get on my knees. And I remember there's a lot of gravel, right? And so I would have these indents of gravel on my knees. And I would just be like praying and meditating and searching. And it's been a hard journey. And no matter where I went, no matter what religion, because I've been so many different religions and I've been no religion at all, but no matter where I went, it always brought me back to self. When I looked in the mirror, that was God. It had been with me all this time. And I had found it when I was 3 in the imagination, right? I had found it so long ago, but I had to go through that practice of knowing self in order to get there. So it's been over 40 years, really. I mean, it has. It has.
40 years.
It's been a long time. Yes.
Well, I have a question. So,
Oh my God.
your book's coming out in a few days. Well, a few weeks.
Yeah. Few days.
Few days.
We getting it together, y'all. A few days, a week. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming, right?
So I want to know, now that you've accomplished that, what's next?
You know what's funny? A lot of the times we always look for the next mountain to climb. I know I have a book too that I am working on. This is a series, right? But I want to live in the moment. I want to live in the moment. And this is why we're on this trip, because I've been away from my sister and my cousins for over 20 years, because I've been on this quest for self. You know, I've lived in California. I had a whole career in television there. I lived in the UK. I've traveled many different places. I've had a lot of hardships. I've lost a lot of things along the way, but this was very important to me to build these memories, you know, with the people I love, because this is what this is all that it really is, because at the end of the day, this is all just matrix stuff. None of this stuff is real, but what is real, and my sister said it earlier, is love.
That's right.
Is love.
That's right.
And so what's next is just more love. And like I said, told you guys before, I really want to show up for you guys here in a different way. I want to give so much, to you guys. And so, girl, I got my other sister talking about we gonna be the first Black ghost hunters. So if y'all see me in graveyards channeling spirits and sending them onto the light, then just know it wasn't my ideal. It was my other sister's idea. So that may be
Not
next.
mine.
That may be next. Seriously.
That ain't my thing. No.
That seriously may be next.
Support, yes, but no.
She's like, there's a Black ghost hunter group. Come on, let's do it. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, but you know what? I might just join you on that.
Hey.
I might just join you on that. But no, seriously, what's next, honestly, is more truth. What's next is activating all the stuff we talk about. What's next is having us activate it all. I want to sit. I have a dream. I have a dream. I have a dream.
Okay.
I have a dream. I want to see from literally one side of America to the next. I want to see everyone standing in a collective love energy.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm telling you, if we could do that, I mean, I'm sure we could activate powers. We could probably levitate. It would probably ascend us into the heavens.
Mm.
This energy, this is what I want. I want as many people to stand in this love frequency with me. This is what I want. This is what's next. It's more love. It's more connectivity. I right now am not building tangible things.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
that was random.
Girl, it's freaky magic up in here. I don't know how that happened, but anywho, that was Source. I told you weird things.
She said, "Thank you, Source."
Weird-
And then it just
Weird things happen to me all the time.
wow,
Source.
man,
Oh my God, I just noticed that building. Oh, so cute. So,
man.
I
Whoa, I think you need to take a moment on that one.
no, this happens all the time. I'm not this is what I want. You see how that just happened?
Celebrate.
I-
It's like
More magic.
because that was the right thing to it's the right path. You're on the
Yeah,
right path.
we're on the right
So,
path.
Love is just
Everything.
everything.
Yeah,
It's
but I
all
want to
about love.
Everything.
I want to bring this in real time. You know what I mean? It's not just put it in a book. Now I want us to become it. And I'm going to be teaching out of this book because these are the instructions for humanity, the next leg of instructions that we need to have to actually make it to the new earth. This is very serious. So what's next for me is now to teach
Mhm.
to humanity. How do we get there? How do we make this quantum leap? And I'm telling you, the answer is in the heart space and in the imagination. That's where it is. So that is what's next. But there is a book too as well. And I would like to turn this into a movie too.
Mm.
I would.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
What do
Sorry.
you play in your mind as a movie, or is that going too far?
What do I play in
wanna
my
put-
mind?
Yeah.
What do you mean? The book?
Yeah.
As a movie? Well, it's you guys know kind of the premise of this book is 5 different cosmic beings took turns on different nights delivering a dire message to humanity about the different energetic and vibrational changes that are happening, about us going to 5D consciousness, about the new earth, about the new technology. So I would like this sci-fi kind of technologically advanced kind of, I don't want to say AI, it's not necessarily an actor. These could be characters that I could create via using the AI system, right? Because in truth, these are different aspects of our imagination, right?
Mhm.
And so they don't necessarily need to be played by an actor, but I would like to see this really jump off the page and for people to understand what the element of water really is, what the elements of all of our DNA and junk DNA really is. I would like people to really understand that. So I don't know. I think I'm forgetting what you just asked me, but I just
What's next?
Oh, with that, yeah, it you know,
The movie.
it gets deep, but you know, I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm just gonna be
Mhm.
in this moment. That's
There you
it.
go.
I'm gonna live in
In the
this moment.
Love.
Yeah, I'm gonna live in the moment.
That's right.
That's it.
Okay.
That is it,
That's
guys.
amazing.
Yeah, let me show you guys this. Let me show you guys this.
We have one more question.
Oh, sure. Oh, wait, I don't think you can see it. You see that building? I don't know. It's like a tower restaurant. I don't know. It's somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, up there.
But,
Oh,
so
yeah, yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, what was the other question?
So technology, cosmic realms. Let me see, what else are we talking about? Technology, cosmic realms,
Yep.
portals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Niagara Falls is a portal, y'all. I figured that.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
gonna bring that to you. This place is absolute portal, but we'll get into that later.
And he even kind of told us on the elevator.
Yeah, it was just saying, hey, in portal number 1 or
Wow.
2. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
no, if I want to go into a portal today,
Yeah.
you know.
So the life wonder that we just saw today with Niagara, or yesterday with
Yeah.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
And all the signs that you have seen.
I'm so happy with my birthday.
Yeah, this is definitely you. This is your doing, and I appreciate it.
Yes.
Let's bring this back to love.
Yes.
Some way, somehow.
Yes.
What are you thinking? And
Yes.
then the moon, and the Capricorn, and the Cancer.
Oh.
You got a lot
Oh.
to talk about.
Bring it back to love. I don't know. I just know that love is the foundation, is the fabric of how, to be honest with you, without love, we cannot exist in this matrix.
Mhm.
Because even though the matrix is a combination, and you know, you guys know, I talk about cosmic beings and beings hijacking us and putting us here, but in truth, we are still the creators of this because we are the only ones that actually possess the love gene to be able to bind this experience and make it tangible. So even if you go through hardships with people, and even if we're under all these different energies with the moon, and by the way, y'all, we ain't seen no moon up in no Ontario yet, which is strange. I ain't seen the moon. Have y'all seen the moon? The moon in Capricorn. Where you at, girl?
I'm the Capricorn. Where's the moon?
It's the moon. We've been looking for the moon. We've been Googling everything. We can't find the moon. We haven't seen the moon since we got here. This is
Yeah.
very strange. And
Very strange.
that might be a whole nother video. But and then we went to a winery earlier. It was really, really nice.
Really
Yeah,
beautiful.
it was gorgeous. But yeah, I just honestly, love is the fabric. It ties everything together. And even if you have, you know, I don't know, if you have, you know, issues with people and you say you hate them, but you used to love them. It doesn't matter because that's just a polarity. The hate is a polarity of the love. So even when you say you hate someone, you only hate them because you love them. Like there's no other way,
Right.
you know, and it's still love. It's just a different end of the polarity. So that's how love ties into this whole thing. Without love, there would be no life seated here.
Right.
Period. So yeah, period. But
Okay.
period, y'all, period. But I want to show you guys my book. Oh my God. I don't know if I should show it. I want you guys to please purchase my book on Amazon. I will, even if this video goes out before the book, I will update it. As soon as the link is ready, I will update it and put it down in the description below. But I want to thank everyone for supporting me. And to be honest with you, when I started this channel, I honestly didn't. Obviously I knew I would get a lot of subscribers, and very early on, girl, YouTube messed with me and they had just shadow banned me like 2 months after I started my channel. So technically I should have way more subscribers, but it's okay. It's all in, you know, the timing that it needed to be. But I'm grateful for every single person that has subscribed and for the people that watch the channel. And if you're not subscribed, I would appreciate your subscription, because to be honest with you, even you subscribing is a form of energy exchange, and it is greatly appreciated. And it shows me, you know, that I have purpose here and that I am of service to you. And I want to be of more service to you guys, and having your energy here will help me be of more service to you guys. So please subscribe to the channel, and please also subscribe to me and Kiahe's channel too, at the 54 Technology. I'll put that down below. And that's going to be a very cool channel. So many teachings. It's going to be very, very powerful over there as well. Do you have to, you want to say anything else, Isha, before we
No, I'm
jump?
gonna say one more
Oh,
thing.
Just, you
sorry.
know.
My husband's like, look, I need to say one more thing.
I mean, I'm not gonna spurt your age out, but
No,
just wanna
you-
wish,
thank you. I don't
Okay,
care. I'm
okay.
like,
okay, I just wanna give you a shout out. Happy 45th birthday. She does not look 45. 45 where?
yes, I've
But-
earned every year, guys.
Happy birthday. And I know that you will be blessed with so much many more. You have so much more to give to the world, to your family, to shoot all of us, really.
Oh
So
my God.
happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
What else, y'all? Do we have to end it now?
No, we don't. No, we're never gonna end, baby.
I'm a
We
baby
keep
at this.
going. We keep going and
Um,
going and going and doing it and doing it well. And doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. I represent Queen. She was born out of Brooklyn. Now I'm showing my age, baby. Now you know. Now you know.
Okay, so, I know that we have been invited to a nice little party tonight, so we're just gonna keep this time sensitive. However.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, 3D, you wanna explain that to people?
The 3D, girl, y'all 3D bots, y'all. Tired of y'all. No, I'm playing. No, seriously, the 3D. We've all heard, we are in the 3D and we're moving, our consciousness is moving to 5D, but what does that really mean? And just simply put, when you look at a 3D object, I mean, we are 3D, we are seeing in front of us and we can see to the side of us, but we can't see behind us. So when we raise our frequency to 5D consciousness, all that it means is that we're seeing more sides to the story. We're seeing more angles or angels, right? Of light. We're seeing more light. We're getting more light codes. We are receiving more cosmic data. That's all that going to 5D means. You are receiving more angles of light, more light codes, more information, simply put, if that's simple enough.
Is this after you're awake, or is this during your awakening, or is this time?
It's a
after?
process. It's a process. You're not going to just wake up and be in 5D. And a lot of people think that they can just go. I've seen this guy, he paid $10,000 for a 2-day course
Of what?
to raise him from the 3D girl to the 5D.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
You got scammed?
That was truly a scam.
You can't do, I mean, it's over 20 years, guys, that
Yeah.
it took me. But, to be honest with you, we do have it at the 54 Technology. We have a 6 weeks ascension program, and it really does help you to advance, right? But like, this is like one-on-one,
Yeah.
with, me and Kiahe, and we're like, all those years that we put in to get to this level, we are pouring it into you, right? That is kind of like a fast track, but even in 6 weeks, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you and say you're gonna be in 5D consciousness when it took me 20 years, but what it will do, it will clear out all of the old stagnant energy that you've been recycling and staying on that lower frequency. I've seen people make, I'm talking like tremendous leaps, but it's something that you have to do on your own. I can start you on that process, but the truth is every soul must reach it on their own, because this is a solo cellular journey.
Yeah.
And no one can want it for you. No one can gift it to you. If someone tells you they can gift it to you, it's a lie. I can help you. I can guide you. I can give you all the tools to take the shortcut so you don't have to go through the long process I went through, but I can't do the work for you. You have to do the work for yourself. Yeah. I love this conversation, y'all. Ask me anything. Ask me anything, y'all. Ask me.
Oh, wow.
So let's think about people that aren't aware and don't understand anything and thinking that you are anti-Christian. Let's
Yeah.
address that.
Well, to be honest with you guys, I am the biggest Christ person you'll ever meet. To be honest with you, the reason why I could no longer be a Christian, because the Christians I found were anti-Christ. And I know that sounds really strange. And, you know, Christ was a rebel spirit. Christ rejected the world. Christ told the disciples to take up your own cross and follow me. He showed them the way, but he didn't do the work for them. And that's what I'm trying to lead you guys. I love the Christ. And to be honest, what a Christian really is you are standing in the Christos Christ energy, right? And it's an energy, and we can, every single master teacher passed through the Christ energy, even the Buddha. I even channeled this. Buddha even stood in the Christ energy. You have to pass through the Christ energy to get out of the matrix, because if you don't, you will not even be able to line up with the aspect of creation that is unconditional love. And the person I learned that from is our mother.
Yep.
That woman
Definitely.
was in the Christ energy, unconditional love.
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
She's that one person that I know that showed me early on what
Let me pull this up.
love truly felt like. Like, I don't know if I ever felt that love from anybody else than her.
Yeah.
Some people come close, but my mother, yes,
She was a true Christian.
definitely.
That's what a Christian is to me, is a follower of the Christ energy. So for the people who say that, they have not met the Christ yet. If they say that I'm anti-Christ, they do not know what love is.
Mhm.
They have not met true, authentic, unconditional love
Right.
without boundaries and borders.
Right.
They've only know the Christ through the eyes of religion, and those eyes are skewed because it's through a man that you do not know of. It's through their eyes, right? And yeah, so that's what I would say to that. Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Ask me anything, guys. Come on. It's getting good. You could ask me anything. You could ask me anything. I got the answers. I got the answers. Ask me anything. Ask me about beans. Ask me about anything. I got the answers. I got all of the answers. It's fun.
That's the only thing that I want to make sure that when your book comes out, that whatever questions people have, they get your book to understand.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people run away from what they don't know.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
run away from what they don't understand and what's not familiar.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, life is about embracing new things and trying to overcome old things.
Yeah.
And it's not about the get up, it's if you get down, how you get back up.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just want people to at least try to understand,
Yeah.
try to get get something from it, no matter where
Right.
you're at in life. Get something from somewhere, because it gets you to the next path.
Right.
I just want people to
Right.
grow.
Right. That's how
Yeah.
you grow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, to be honest with you, this book it's very vulnerable, right? Because it really started when I was in such a dark place, when I was literally lost everything in my life, my relationship, my business. Like, it was COVID and everything went down. I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. I lost my love. I lost everything. And so when this is a human story, everyone can resonate with loss. You know, some people have loss of a loved one, you know, which you guys have both experienced. So this is a story of loss. But after loss, what happens? This is the beauty. If we are allowing ourselves to go through that healing process, this book would not be possible had I not fell down, had I not had those hardships, had I not experienced loss. There's always a reserve. Source will never leave you without a reserve energy. Source will never leave you with the on E, you know. And you guys will be amazed when you read this book. What was I able to put in my tank? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a secret. What was I able to put in my spiritual tank to power me? And I'm going to tell you, it was the element of water. And we mistake water for so many things, but when you read this book, you're going to understand just how important water is. In fact, without water, nothing could become physical. Nothing could sustain life. Water is an element. It is an elemental God. It is, and it must be respected. And it's gonna change the way you view God or gods, and even yourself is gonna change that. And that's what I want for people, is to just connect with the human story of loss and overcoming. And when you're vulnerable, right? Allowing yourself to be vulnerable. I wouldn't have even gotten these channeled messages had I not allowed myself to be vulnerable. But one thing that's really big is a triumphative, I don't know how to pronounce that word, story of like what happens when you reach the bottom. You have to go up, right?
That's right.
You have to go up. And this was, you could see where it started, very, very much down in the dumps, but where it ended. And I was just able to ride this frequency. I was able to, because of the loss I experienced and because of my will to overcome the loss, this actually attuned me to the frequency of these beings. They actually, in one of the channel messages, they said that the reason why they showed up is because they gave me an example. They said, imagine if a mother was pregnant and she, let's say she had 4 babies at once, and it was such a tough pregnancy, they had to deliver early. And you see that there's one child that is fighting and that wants to breathe on their own. That's the one that you will tell the doctor to put all their resources behind to save. That's what they told me that I represented for humanity. And because they saw what I went through and the fact that I was swimming up on my own to breathe. And we can all connect with that. If we all tap into that overcoming and we swim up to breathe on our own and we fight. This is the Christ energy, taking up your cross and walking it out no matter how hot the desert is and how many miles. This is when all of this book was channeled. It was that split second where I was crossing this line of literally pulling myself from the pits of where I was. And that's how I attune myself to the frequency of these beings and or gods or energies. And it's a very beautiful story. And it is complex and simple all at the same time. I will be coming here to teach from this book. This is not something that I did. I want you guys to understand. I was the vessel that brought it to you guys, but this is source. This is when they say how the Bible is the inspired words from God. This truly is the inspired words from source. And this is in real time. The Bible was written thousands of years after the fact, after Jesus walked. This is real time, right? You're getting this within less than 2 years of the channeled messages. So, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ready?
That's what I think I kind of experienced that too. I think that divine connection comes in right after you are in the pits, right after like you just been through so much, or you've lost somebody you really, really love, like a loved one. And it's just like, I think that's how I start my journey to be connected the way I am today, is because of the hurt, because of the loss, because of all the pain. And you just had to figure out what, you digging for the truth. And so when you dig for something, you gonna find it. So
Absolutely.
It's true.
Absolutely. I appreciate you ladies here. And like, I just wanted to build memories with my family. And that's what it's all about. This next leg is just all about love and putting the love stamp. Putting the love stamp.
love.
Putting the love stamp
That's
into
right.
the Akashic records. That's what it's all about. 45 where, girl?
Yeah.
Nah, you see, guys, you can be spiritual and you can still have fun. But let me tell you about my cousin here. For real, for real. She used to tickle us when we were kids. And when I tell y'all, like, it felt like you were dying. Like, she would tickle you and she would have this evil face. You're like, you're like,
Oh my God.
Yes, I used to get my niece and nephew like that too when they were kids.
it is the worst pain, y'all. I'm telling you, from this time, this is how I hate clowns now.
Oh my gosh. Thanks, T.
Clowns.
You know, it just reminded me of the circus because she would be like, "You like it? You like it?" Go see
Really, Tara?
Shawty. Yes, that's how I felt.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Violated. I'm joking. Y'all, I could stay here forever, but we are getting ready to go and enjoy Toronto. Yeah, so thank you guys for spending this time with us.
Thank you, Canada, for
Thank you, Canada.
an awesome time.
Yes, we had a beautiful time here.
Yes,
Let me see
yes.
if I can show you guys more, a little bit more of the city.
This is beautiful.
It's so
Come on,
beautiful.
Keisha, let's just move here.
Love you guys. I love you.
Move here.
I love you.
Move here.
I love you. Bye. 45 where?